Have any questions? What you got? What you got, Tiff? We're going to talk today about customer service and videos. Tiff, what you got?
Nothing important that I can think of at this point.
Awesome. So we are very late, so I'm going to give you a quick 20-minute little thing, right? Okay. Kayla, you have any questions before we get started? All right, awesome. So today I want to talk to y'all about customer service and videos, and I know that we started to focus a little bit, our business more on the videos, yet in regards to social media. So what are we doing within our business now during a transaction, even prior to, like if the house is just listed, is it part of our listing activity plan? Is it part of our under contract plan? So what are we doing now to communicate with our clients via video, right? So I just kind of wanted to put it out there and see if y'all had any ideas that y'all wanted to maybe implement into y'all businesses. What you got, Steph?
From the wild success, I couldn't believe that, I did the video, like she said, and it got like a lot of views, but after I did it on myself and took the pictures and people could see and the guy was talking, and I posted it to all the, websites, the garage sale online, the Slidell, whatever, 55 shares plus. And I have people reaching out to me from Mississippi, does Coast Electric, so I had to go on there. So I think part of like what I'm going to make my thing, like you have the golden minute. I really don't have a thing. I'm the redheaded realtor, but I don't have a thing. Scott teaches is that, I'm going to find for the consumer how can I help you? What can I do for you to help you save money?
Okay. So back to the topic, which is client base. What are you going to do with your current clients and your past clients to implement video? So we're currently using video in other avenues, right? We're using it on social media. We're using it in our viral touch programs and things like that. So what can we do to take video and the wonderful thing that it does and implement it towards the people that we're currently working with or that are past clients? What are we doing? What can we do? So my idea, if y'all don't have any, y'all do. I know y'all do. Y'all do have some.
I mean, y'all
I know.
are already doing it.
You are.
When you're prospecting, you have it in your boomtown, like a little. Don't y'all have that? Do y'all do that? Do y'all do like a video intro when you're cold calling
like your
people
video
too?
text?
Are we talking about our bonbon? Yeah.
I do not utilize
But in boomtown, I do not utilize
No,
that, so
I do it through
I've
an
done it for the
email,
last
but
few
you can't connect it like to a text. So usually I have to call that call, and then I go back to the number, and then I have a regular video that I just use for everybody. Like, hey, I'm just letting you know who's calling you. This is my face.
Okay.
Call me back.
That's what I want right now.
So back to this though. How can we as a team be utilizing this as a customer service tool to our clients? Because remember, we want to deliver an exceptional customer service experience. That's who we are. It's part of our mission statement, right? So how can we do this and use video to help us do that?
Can we do that with a client event invites?
We can, and we do that already.
We are.
Yeah.
I mean, Kim has some.
I'm saying, okay, so
I don't know, Tiff, tell us.
let me give you some ideas to maybe help y'all mastermind on this, right? So for Kim, she's a transaction manager, right? And she sends out emails all the time in regards to where we stand in the contract, what's happening next. Kim can start making videos of herself saying, hey, just a friendly video about what's happening next in this transaction. Thank you for taking my call. Things like that. So we all have the use of this. Bomb. Who doesn't know what bomb is?
I'm just learning.
You are learning. Does everybody know that they have this?
Yes.
Right? Okay, perfect. So you all have this in your email right now. We have the Chrome extension that's tied into your Gmail account that you could just press the button and videotape a video, record a video. There's a lot of times that I know we're doing our weekly updates to our clients that we're working with. We're doing our weekly updates with our clients that are pending and under contract. How can we add video to those emails to help give that wow factor?
It's a little off though. But for like buyer's agents and Kim, like once we get somebody under contract, like maybe we can already have a video introducing you. So whenever you call, they are not like, oh wait, who are you?
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
You say put the face with the name, like putting the face with the name.
Always. You
Hey
should
guys,
always
Lori
do the face with the
here.
name thing.
But like if we're like together, be like, I've enjoyed working with you. Kim's gonna handle all your contract clues or like whatever words we use. But then you're like there and saying like, I'm gonna be giving you a call within a day or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great idea. Oh, she's giving you a high five. I thought she had another idea. Okay, so great. So you're just making the pass through, pass the baton thing happen in a video, right? I think that's a great idea. And also, do we have an email that we're currently using right now to do that pass the baton? I know we do on the listing side. Yet, is there one set up on the buyer side?
Probably not.
No, I think it's more verbal right now. It needs improvement.
It needs improvement. Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Tiff.
How about a video on, because we tell them multiple times, but how about a video of what to expect when we inspect?
We have a video on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Great idea.
So I love it. Good job.
Yes. Yet, are they being sent out systematically?
Right. No.
I don't think so. There's no trackable, systematic approach at that.
Because Kim's video will just be like, we're in inspection period.
It's her saying what's happening next, kind of thing.
But I'm just talking like, so we go over in our appointment with our client when we're first taking them as a buyer. Okay, this is what's happening. These are the steps. And we go through it, but how many times do we go, do we want to go after the big things, this, and this? A video that, kind of goes over or shows, visually, like the roof, the plumbing, like these are the real things that you want to look at. It's always about what's important to you.
Well, let me give you an idea on that, okay? So that's a great idea. And what if you did a video every single inspection about giving them a recap of, hey, this is your house, this is the things this is the report summary, here's the big 3 things that I spoke with the inspector about that they said were the most important things. Let me tell you why. And remember we went over in our buyer consultation, in regards to we're only going to ask for things that are major deal breakers. So my professional opinion is to ask for this. Just wanted to give you an overview of what that is. So start kind of implementing videos in a way for explanation purposes.
And then you're having the conversation on your time frame. Because if you send that and then in the video you say, okay, and I'm going to call you at 4 o'clock to figure out what you want to, what we're going to write it about.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is not only videos, this can be such a huge tool in regards to saving time. So, and here's another one. So you got them, if you're improving the pass the baton thing, even before that, you add to it where you're doing your customer service piece of just teaching your clients, right? So if you're teaching your clients and you can make a video for them in regards to when they're writing an offer, right? You can make a blanket video on that where it goes over explaining the purchase agreement, right? And you can, in that purchase agreement, you can do, in that video, you can just go, here's what's going on in the purchase agreement, and I know you have a copy of it. Check the copy that I left with you in your buyer consult. Lines 1 through 20 just kind of goes over what's going to stay in the house. Is there anything in the home that is not attached to the home that you want to make sure we have in this contract? Sales price, this is, the price that you're going to sell, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now, there's 3 ways that a buyer can get out of the contract. Buyer can get out during an inspection period. Here's what's going to go in an inspection period. Then after that, once we get through the inspection period, we're going to go and do the appraisal, blah, blah, blah. Here's what can happen. And then after that, the third way that the buyer can, it can fall through is what?
Finance.
Thank you. So all that good stuff, you can make that explanatory video and,
I'm going to do it anyway.
right.
I have an idea, kind of
Yeah.
back off of that, is that the day of their inspection, the day that we know that Eric's going out there, whoever's inspecting, we send them what you just said. Hey guys, this is what's going on today. Because we're not normally present.
You were not normally present, you remember? So
it puts our face there. Hey, I know your inspection's going on today at this time.
Inspection.
Let me go over what we already went through in the buyer consult, but let me just touch these quick things real quick. If you have any questions, if you have any questions, give me a call after the inspection.
So you just put yourself in the inspection. You put yourself there, even though you're not physically there. You put yourself that, hey, the other one you could do is final walkthrough, telling them again, hey, I know we have set up a final walkthrough. Don't forget to turn on your utilities, get them transferred, blah, 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 right? No, I'm talking about your buyers. I could do that on the seller end as well. Today's the final walkthrough, then blah, blah, blah. You know, you should probably tell them.
Before that.
We're not going to tell sellers the day before closing to don't transfer the lights yet, okay? We're going to make sure that they know to keep the lights on, right? Okay, which is always a struggle. I don't understand. Okay, so that's a great point there, to add value to your clients and giving them, using video as a tool to deliver an exceptional service to our clients, right? So here's another idea I had, and you know we're doing our weekly updates, so just adding video to your weekly updates. So, okay, let's use for an example. You have clients that never answer the phones, right? And don't want to talk to you, right? They like call me when it closes. Yet, what's going to happen, because they didn't talk to you this whole process, they're going to miss a ton of information that you must deliver to them in order to do a good job, right? They need to be educated. They have no idea, but they still don't want to talk to you about it, right? If you're sending these videos and saying, hey, look, you know, I know the inspections went on today. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to give us a list, blah, 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 because they always ask that as a seller. They're going to call me and say, hey, when can I hear back about what happened? So you give them that email. It says, hey, just want to touch base and say, you know, the inspections are going on. It's probably going to take 3 hours like we talked about before. What I'd like you to do is make sure you get to the house and just check, make sure everything's off after the inspection's done. So there's no leaky faucets that didn't go, make a flood. So, yes. So, or loosen the toilet that flooded a house. So that's happened before. Or things like that, right? It's happened to me on one of my listings. So, you know, you give them that information. You know, we can expect to hear back from the agent in regards to the response from the buyer probably in the next 1 to 3 days, right? So here their deadline is this day, so they have until this day. So you're delivering that information before they even have to call you to ask about it, right? Yeah. Because I can tell you this, my pet peeve as an agent is that my client calls me before I call them, right? It drives me absolutely nuts. I'm like, oh.
Sometimes they don't listen because they get an email telling them.
But that's exactly why I'm saying adding this to your repertoire and armor of what we already doing, how would that help them? Because you remember, it takes them at least 3 times to see, hear, or read something before they remember what you say. Right. Because we are giving them, this is every day, we do this every day, right? So for us, it's easy to know what's next. They do this once, twice, maybe, 3 times, maybe, in their lifetime. So, I don't know if y'all taken physics, but if you open the book the first time, do you know what it says? If you open the book the second time, do you know what it says? How about the third time? I still don't know. I mean, I know Brett took that drone test, and I was surprised at I opened that book, and I was like, what in the world is this? Who can read that, right? Like, it's like another world to me, the aviation rule. I'm like, what in the world? But he opened his book enough to know what it was, right? Because he read it and he's seen it more than 3 times, and he's understood it and all that good stuff. So your clients are the same thing. We want to deliver a way for them to learn this. We educate our clients. So adding this to the repertoire, what we're already doing, is delivering that exceptional customer service. What else?
I mean, I think on the front end, like for a buyer's agent specifically, you're taking your client out to show property, like creating that excitement. Like, don't forget to bring your checkbook. We're gonna go by your house today, whatever.
Yeah. So even before this, right? If I was to put it in some kind of order that made sense, right?
Or maybe even after our first buyer consult, like thanking them.
Thanking them.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank,
Make the tea and eat.
thank them after consult, right? You can thank them after the consult before showing the houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you this, when they get that cute little email, it's just precious, right? It has a video in it, and it's just so cute. It is. I see them, and I'm like, oh my God, these are so cute. I get it when I get it from a lender.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my, I love this. This is so cute, you know? Like, it's just another, I mean, think about Disney, and this is what I talk to you guys about Disney World. I mean, just the level of customer service that they provide there. It is insane, right? Like, just their people, their attitude, and everything like that. How are we delivering Disney to them? How can we deliver Disney through video, right? Now, you don't want to use it as your only tool, but you want to have this in your toolkit, right? So before homes, what else can we do?
I think the same thing after. Like,
Should we do it for price
thank you
reductions?
after.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Price reduction?
Just make a generic one. I'm going to talk to you this week about
Well, it's just educating them on the market.
Yeah.
It's not really it's not adjusting the price. It's educating them on the market. So as a listing manager, this would be a great tool
The market manager.
to say, hey, you know, we had this many showings on your house this week, and we have no offers. So Travis will be calling you later on today to maybe talk about adjusting the price for what's going on in today's market. When's a good time for them to call you? You know?
Attach, like we do the Zillow updates and things like that for internet viewership. Can we attach that video to the same thing?
Wait, what? Come on?
We do auto updates for like Zillow viewership and things like that for them. So can we attach that video to
Yeah, they're coming
something
from
like that?
several platforms.
Yeah, those are that's not going to allow me to put it. Now, what you can do is, like, if you are CC'd on those emails, which you might be able to forward that and attach a video to it.
Gotcha.
You could take that email that you got, forward it, and say, hey, look, just want to show you the stuff below. Read down and see what's going on in today's market for your home. So it'd be a great tool to kind of lay out the information to them, let them know that when you're calling them, because you're still going to call them, they already know what you're going to ask. They already know what the conversation is. And you have the valid information to say why you're asking for this adjustment.
Right.
You know, how many times did I ask, well, why? And we say, well, I've been here for 2 weeks already, and I'm about done. All right, we got to sell this thing, or you're going to lose money, right? So, listing updates. What else? I think we could always use improvement on passing the baton, right? Like, I think that's always something that we struggle with as a team. You know, because we are a team and we work in specialized roles, that you taking that file and passing it on to Kim and making sure that she's getting the exceptional service. The service doesn't.
Because by telling them, I get a lot of, when I call them and say, hey, this is Kim, congratulate, they like, who? And
Exactly.
Who are you with again?
Exactly,
And the
because the
funny thing is,
agent.
every one of the sellers, I've introduced them, or not introduced them
But
personally, but I
it's
say,
just
hey, Kim's going to be
in
giving
one
you
ear
a
and
call.
out the other.
And they get an
don't
email.
They
Yeah,
don't
and
put,
they get an email.
So
they
it's
don't
two
put
times.
2 and 2 together.
It's only 2 times.
So that Kim
And when I
Yeah.
get my phone call, and they like, so
Oh.
you with such and such Linden? I'm like, no.
And at the listing appointment, we give them a flyer that shows them.
There's your 3 right there. There's
Yeah.
your 3 times.
Even though they
So-
knew that I was passing it along, that they still called me with
I
their
think that
questions.
flyer needs to be
So,
on the
yeah,
buyer's
it was
side,
just
too.
redirect. Right.
You might make a note of
And
that.
also
Okay.
with the title, because that is like those are the most phone calls I get. Who are these people? They sent me an email. They say I need to give them $2,500. What is that about?
Right. So it's a great video during the transaction to say, and I know that so when I explain to the clients that whole fraud thing we get them to sign off on, I tell them at that moment, hey, listen, during the transaction when we get your house under contract, a title company will indeed call you. Do not give out your information without asking us who you should be talking to. Just to validate that your information is not, What you got, Lori?
Not everybody. I don't think it's for everybody, but a lot of people we work with are first-time home buyers, and we talk to them that one quick time. We send them over to GMFS.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on getting pre-approved.
Yes.
Can't wait to, and it would also take away the awkward moment that I feel like I'm going on a blind date every time I go
Yes.
to the consult.
So even before the consult is congrats on, can y'all read this? Congrats on pre-approval.
You now have cash in hand. We're ready to buy a house.
And I'll see you and then confirm an appointment, right?
Right.
Even if that's 2 separate times. It's so easy in Google to just use the camera, even though I broke mine. Don't worry about that. I don't know. I think yours was broken too. Yeah, it is. Once it gets fixed and it's working properly, it's so easy. You just press the button and it makes a video and it just shows up in your thing. It's so cool. So anyway, I mean, it's just a great little clever tool using technology for your advantage to make yourself stand out above the crowd. I mean, that's what we sell, right? So are we doing what we're selling?
Well, like Ashley said too, after when we can like explain the VIP program.
Yeah, like after
why
the
we're going to be
introduction, like thanks so
contacting
much.
so many.
Kim's gonna email you a survey link. You're now part of our VIP.
So
link.
post-
The video, they can stop it.
So like throughout the whole, so just coming up with a good checklist of saying, yeah, post-closing, thank you, blah, blah, blah. We already have touches that we're checking in with
I
them.
think you should be thanking them in that video and asking for feedback
Mm-hmm.
on your performance.
Mm-hmm.
What you could have done better, if anything.
And if everything was great,
And-
who do you know that can help?
And for
Mm-hmm.
referrals, yes.
Mm-hmm. The best time to get referrals is when?
They're happy in closing.
When you get them under contract.
Yeah. Only when they're happy.
Only when they're happy.
Anytime when they're happy, it's a good time. Not when they're mad. I mean, please don't ask for referrals or review. Never ask for a review when they are upset. Only when they're happy. Okay. So I think that, if we start implementing this, and we'll definitely start working on some checklists to help us. I knew who I was missing. Meg, this whole time. Where's Meg? We don't know. Hiding from us? Okay. Any questions about that? Any other ideas? I mean, this whole video thing can go on into other avenues.
For sure.
It fits in every.
Yet, I wanted to focus on just the customer experience when we have them. What can we do besides the mass emails that they're getting from my face?
Yeah.
They get stuff already I don't even know that they're getting. Kim's sending a bunch of stuff. Like, they get all kinds of what happens next kind of tips. Yet, the personal touch will go a long way. Because those are canned, right? I mean, they're just a canned email that we're sending out.
Well, then it's your phase, like you always said. We
Exactly.
are Robin Realty, but we are our own entity within this entity.
Yeah, so what are you doing to deliver that
Your business.
deliver that experience? I do that so they know who I am.
Mhm.
That's all. They're like, who's that chick?
Who's Robin?
Yeah, who's Robin, right?
Thank you, Miss Robin.
Is
Yeah.
Robin there?
Yeah.
And to make sure they understand that we are a team and we're all here to help, too. So,
And we're wanting all of these done specifically through
BombBomb through Gmail, yeah. BombBomb,
If you can
the
do text
extension.
something, if you
Or
need to
Boomtown.
Robin.
There's no reason you can't be using your Boomtown to do it. Boomtown's probably easier. I find that there's a lot of quirks in the Chrome extension.
That's easy too. Like I've sent videos through that before, and that's if people use it, then it notifies them.
Yeah.
But
What?
too, which I like.
Facebook Messenger.
Mhm.
I'm not getting on that thing. Just saying, it's a mess.
I love when you get like a call from a random.
Yes.
Like,
Who's this guy? Is he?
Fine.
I
Who is
love
this?
it.
I'm afraid to open it.
Nope.
I'm like,
You can do video calls too.
did y'all know that when you forward your phone, your FaceTime still works?
No.
Somebody tried to get you on a
Just
FaceTime.
say it. If you can't get somebody because their phone is forwarded, FaceTime works. I'm like, how is my phone ringing? I don't understand. So, all right, y'all. I think that's all I have for today. But I want to see how we can do this, and we'll start trying to implement some checklists to help everyone. If y'all read the checklist, that would be great.
If you follow it.
If you follow a checklist,
That would even be better.
agent on the contract. I mean, these are your tools. I mean, what kind of agent do you want to be? It's up to you. I mean, I can't force you to do anything, but it's your choice. You want to be average or you want to be exceptional? Your choice. Right? It's hot. Okay. Done for today. Let me stop my video. Thank y'all.